Henry Bidlow went to class carrying the anger of his bitter mother. He never cried, he made others cry instead. Pain is like that. You either become sad or you become angry. Henry always chose the latter. After that moment, after pain is like that, it should be a semicolon, not, I'm pretty sure it should be a semicolon. Oh god. It's that freak from the... Jesus. Oh, it's not looking at me. Yeah, I'm gonna go over here then. Yeah, Daniel goes at a leisurely jog and it is not very fun. Well, sure hope there are no monsters that show up around here. That'd be kind of sad. Yeah, see, because of the Dark Descent alone, ask anyone who's played at least that Amnesia game, or this Amnesia game, I mean. Like, why they have, like, a fear of waist-high water. Well, I suppose this would be, like, knee-high water. Just water. You know, just water in general, I think. Can I beat someone over the head at this?
What's happening? What are you doing? Let me go! Please, don't take me! Nobody ever return!
That was that arsonist guy that we heard before. In the prison.
Hey! Anybody! Help! Christ! I don't believe this. Why? I mean, why? What did I do to deserve this? I mean, it can't be. Do I deserve this? It wasn't my fault. Why did he have to go in there? Don't go into burning houses. He should have known better.
The same guy. Whoa.
Daniel, turn around this instant. You are carrying the shadow with you.
Huh. That's that monster that was chasing us around everywhere. God. Barred gate was torn down by that creature. Yeah, I bet it was. You're not gonna, like, come in here, right? Horrible little shadow room. Oh my god. Oh god. Please tell me you didn't go this way. Please tell me you didn't go this way. May have gone this way. Yeah. Let me just... Oop. Make a break for it. Oh my god. Please. Please. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. You're gonna... Okay. I don't really care. Creepy noises. Big old ladder. Must be exhausting. To, like, have people, like, go through all this stuff. There's never any escape. Things like this live with you always. How could he know if Henry would show up down the road or even at his house? Is he that mad? Would he do that? I'm not sure what section of the game this is called. Nope, I think that's the right way to go. So I want to go the wrong way to go. Oh, that's right.
9th of August, 1839. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
You could die with integrity, though. Like, that is a choice you make. Like, is your life worth living if you have to kill someone else in order to live? Like, if we're talking about self-defense, it's like a different thing altogether, but Daniel, like, in comeuppance, or sorry, in like working with Alexander, Daniel totally kidnapped people, and Daniel killed that woman, so like totally killed that woman and probably killed her daughter too. So there comes a point where it doesn't even matter what the reason is.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander,
Yes.
soon I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living? Help me. Pull the switch. Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be? Daniel? Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall, you say? You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an arm. He has one. That's not very promising at all. The sectum is basically impenetrable, but guess why more? It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke my own, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken arm and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak matter, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
Come on. Where's that one? Give me that.
I hate to bother you, really going after Alexander. Would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Wein, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help me. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic, to free me from this husk of mine.
How the hell are you even talking to me, man? Do I even want to know?
What lever? Oh, that one. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it.
Agrippa's like kind of creepy. He's also like kind of cool. Kind of like an uncle.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Daniel, good to see you. You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
I'm gonna use all those tinder boxes that I found. Now, if only there was a grinder box around here somewhere. Yeah, maybe I'll leave that for later. The thick liquid spread across his tongue. He swallowed excessively to consume every drop. He looked through the window at the widespread forest in the morning sun. Will this ever end, he thought? Oh.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one. Prepare him.
My eyes. Notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. Torture bad is one of them. I'd figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are, therefore, to restrain while the victim is still dazed. Proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then to continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, as it will trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses, if possible with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that it will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. Yeah, Oh God, it is you, my love, I miss the most. Or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountaintop. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. I don't really care what the rules of his world are. Like, it doesn't really matter. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna... Yeah, that's pretty horrible. I don't really give a shit, like, I don't know. That's not a world worth traveling to, or a world worth preserving. One that runs on the literal torture of people. The pain and suffering of others. Like, which is funny, because we kind of already, in parts... in some ways, we may already live in a world like that. Not to this kind of hyper-literal, disgusting, sadistic degree, but the rapist hanged him upside down, his tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. You may have already figured this out by now, but you can just, like, look away from the screen if that's, like, too blindingly white for you. Kind of like looking at the Supreme Court. And just, like, listen to me read and trust that I'm not misreading it. Oh my god. You just... Oh. Hey, pal. Don't drop that string. Good god. Oof. Well, that cleared up parts of Daniel's insanity for some reason. That's a little weird. Wait, what are we for time? Okay, we're just still doing good. Was this like... Oh. Was that guy there before? I'm not sure if that guy was there before.
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
There'll be another, oh god.
No, please! Do anything! Whatever you want! Anything! I'll do anything! I'm innocent!
Ugh. The arsonist, or quote-unquote arsonist, kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off of the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again, because he was innocent. Good God. That woman was probably innocent too. If the kidnapper that was talked about there is the one that, like, the mother of that one girl. The fear had begun to drown him again. He reached once more for the empty bottle of laudanum. In frustration, he smashed it against the bedpost.
Ah, you get it. You seem to have found all the ore pieces used in the transom. Go to the choir and find the rest.
There was a series that I had mentioned in passing, and I think it might have been in the first episode of this series, that Frictional had made, called Penumbra. And it's the spiritual predecessor to Amnesia. And I've always been very curious to try the Penumbra games, because I'd be happy to see where one of my favorite franchises comes from, both mechanically and, like...
I know this. I've been here already.
I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They'll be back. They will be back.
Yeah, a little puff. Puff of frickin' smoke thing. Whoa. Okay. Such filthy thought. Good men can safely cheer their departure, as they are nothing but a burden to mankind. They shall not be missed. Well, what if someone can say the same about you, Daniel?
What happened?
Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hey, little guy. What's going on over there? How you doing? He's just a little fella. He's just kind of a derpy little man.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
Of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
Nobody should ever talk that easily about torturing other people. Which, I suppose, is the whole point. Well, I'll head into that room because I know that there is a... By the way, if you saw the finale to The Bunker, you may understand that this place is a bit reminiscent of that. I'm gonna head in here, read the note, and then I'll end the episode and we'll head to the quiet. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me most impetuous. Fearing a paucity of prisoners, I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I've tried everything, but have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? Well, love makes us do crazy, torturous things, I guess. What? What? What's happening? What the hell? What's this? What just? What? What? What do you mean? What just happened? Oh god. I've played this game for over a decade and I don't think that ever happened. Like once. That was really freaky. Oh god. That was oh wow. Let me just thing. And then little thing. And then stick together. Boom. Fill it with tartar sauce. Put orb there. Delicious. I go. I run.
Is this guilt I'm witnessing then? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
I go insane. Ugh. Jump. I enter. Carefully cutting the man open made him think. This is how Father must feel about his craft. Being an artisan, relying on one's skill to perform something so delicate, grants a certain form of pride. Yeah. I really don't... Whoa.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes.
What? Oh, sorry. Apparently I can cut the flashback short for some reason. That was a little strange. I doubt it was anything like that any human being would have really wanted to hear anyway. He's pulling the rope. Uh-oh. Don't be climbing that rope, please. I need my sanity back, please. Please. Don't let me... There we go. Whew. Good.
Ah, you again. Who, me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I was once quite important, you know. Baron Alexander has sustained my soul in this dead husk for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume.
Okay, good talk.
Alexander is quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown impatient.
Yeah, so do I. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked here. I'll see you guys in the next episode when we head into the choir. And something tells me we're not going to have to sing our way through the monsters.